The one other thing that we can do in the value section is we can actually create a calculated field, a field that actually does some calculations for you. So for example, there's our standard pivot table. I'm just going to pull that out. And I'm going to pull into here, we've got our bill, which is the charge that we receive from the bill, and I've got charge to MTN and other costs. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just format them nicely, always formatting it through the preferred pivot table way. Now what we have got here is a net profit number. However, let's pretend we don't have it, and this is all the information we have, and in our pivot table we actually want to create this net profit number. Effectively, we just want to add up those numbers to see what the net profit is. So we could build it out here, but that's not a good way of doing it. So what we can do is, if you click on a pivot table, you go to the tools, under analyze, you'll see there's an item set here called field items and select, and in here is something called a calculated field. When I click on it, Excel is now asking for you to tell it, firstly give this new field a name. So I'm going to call it net profit 2 because I've already got a net profit, and then it asks for the formula, and this can be any formula. And what I'm going to say is go find the field bill. I'll double click on it, and I know these have to be plus, so I'm going to say plus charge to MTN plus other costs, and you'll see I've built up a formula here. So I'm telling Excel that depending on where you are in the pivot table, you must always add up the sum of bill, sum of charge, sum of other costs. When I say OK, you'll see it creates a number, and you can check that is adding up to that number there. So it is doing a calculation that does not exist in the underlying database. What's nice about this is you actually don't need these here, so I could actually get rid of them, and the calculation is still shown there. And if you look closely, you'll see that it's an item here in your field list, so you can now actually include it in any of your pivot tables. Notice that if I take destination network and move it around, the numbers stay the same. It is now calculating each time where it is in the pivot table, and then adding up the bills, the other costs, and the charge to MTN to get you that information. If we want to edit or delete these items, you go back to calculated field, and you'll notice that if you click on the drop down, anything you've created is there. So I can click on that. If I need to, I can edit it, or I can delete it. In this case, let's delete it. When I say OK, you'll see it disappears. It's not available anymore.